I mean, sometimes you just gotta have a little bit of fun, eh? Ultu Ulla by Rings of Saturn. So, Rings of Saturn is a... What are Rings of Saturn? I guess they're a deathcore, technical metal band. They are not generally what I would normally review on this particular channel, but I cannot help but love these guys. I love their passion, I love their musical stylings, but more than anything else, I love their sense of fun, and that is really solidified within this latest work. Now, I heard these guys when they were touring with Fallujah and the Faceless. That concert was just, I loved it. It was so good. And Rings of Saturn just blew me away with their technical chops, their fast playing styles, their death beats and deathcore just really grabbing you. And I think that really sets these guys apart from other bands that are very similar to this, is they still infuse that sense of fun in most of their songs, at least once or twice. This album really surprised me with just how catchy a lot of these songs were. And with the first song of Servant of the Sentience, it starts off almost like a like an old video game music, like say from the NES or the Atari like entertainment system. Like the use of the guitars on this, it almost sounds pixelated, and I don't know how they're able to do that just with the such fast playing styles on that guitar. It really blew me away right from the opening notes. And even within this quick playing style, they are still able to infuse some really meaty hooks, like the second song of Parallel Shift. That hook that really starts this song, it dug its teeth into me, and it just pulled me along. And it's almost like if you're kicking and screaming to say, like, wait, I need a breather after such a crazy song of Servant of the Sentience. It's just like, nope, we're going for more, hang on, bud. Like, it just had that oomph, that relentless atmosphere that I'm like, yes, keep going, even though I'm like, wait, I need a breather. And again, even though it's so brutal at times, it's the like very subtle things in the background. Like about the halfway mark of Parallel Shift, there's that background sound that's providing such great padding, and that's really what I enjoy about this album. We've got that padding, and within that fun atmosphere that I love about these guys, Unhollowed, the third track, really does this beautifully. Like, it's just an acoustic guitar song, and after the first two songs where it was that unrelentingly, nope, we're going to keep going, this provided that little bit of a breather, being just a 1-minute interlude guitar work, and the guys have got the talent. And of course, this is met with a very brutal next track of Immemorial Essence, the fourth piece. Again, it just starts off brutal and never lets up. What I really love is that blast beats that we have near the midpoint, where it's just like boom, 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 boom. I'm like, there it is. That's what I was really hoping for. Now, I could go through and, really pick apart all the rest of the tracks, but I feel like a lot of the tracks still kind of do the same thing as I was talking about before. But I do want to talk about Harvest. Harvest is by far my favorite track off this album, and again, it's because of that fun atmosphere. It starts off kind of like a carnival ride, like that haunted amusement park. And from there, it just goes bananas. Like, I can't help but love this track. And this is followed up with probably the strongest track off the album, the Macrocosm. This guy really, again, it utilizes all that I love within this band, and it's not quite as fast pace or as Blow Down the Doors. It really takes its time. It is the longest track off this album. So I guess the boys didn't want just a sprint to the finish line. It allows me to get into the music a little bit more. Even though I've been having fun with all the tracks up to this point, it's harder to get into because of the, I guess, nature of the tracks just being so crazy and over the top. So this one provided a little bit of a ease in there because it, develops the sound a little bit more. It provides a little bit more growing space within there. And the closer track, it'll be the last song I talk about of Inadequate. This guy starts off with that kind of acoustic guitar. Then that acoustic guitar quickly gets shoved away to that crazy beats that we've been expecting. And what I love is that brutal ending, that just blow down the doors, that... That's really what I love, and again, that dichotomy of it, right? It started off with a very light-hearted, fun acoustic guitar, and it ended with the blast beats of just insanity. So overall, great time. Love this album. I had a really good time with it. Probably the strongest album that I've heard from this band. You can really see how the boys are growing and coming into their own. Probably this is one that you'll want to download if you are a fan of this particular style of death metal core. If not, probably not for you. If you don't really like that brutality, if you don't like that guttural styles of metal, this is one you might want to stay clear of, but if you are in for a good time and you love that brutality, then definitely check it out. It's one that I've been having a great time with as well. So that's about it from me. What did you guys think? Did you love it? Did you hate it? How does it compare to the rest of their discography? Let me know by commenting down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are definitely the best. And until next time, notes out.